My name is Kyle, and I'm from Northern Virginia.
I'm Jack, and I'm from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
I'm D.R. Omer. I'm from New York.
I'm Diana, and I'm from Virginia.
I'm Ashley from Denver, Colorado.
Moving to Richmond for the first time, it was a little overwhelming. New city, didn't know anyone, but immediately you felt like you were at home when you were with the VCU surgical department. Then all of a sudden, you have a whole new family, which are your co-residents. This made VCU definitely the right choice, and I think if I were to choose over again, I would definitely pick VCU.
I chose VCU because of the great experience I had during my interview. I was able to interact with a lot of residents who seemed like they really got along, and they shared their wonderful experiences of operating and great relationships with the attendings.
The reason I chose VCU was for the exposure. VCU is a large medical center that receives a lot of different cases and a lot of different pathology, many that you wouldn't see at any other institution. And so for that, I really wanted to have that broad exposure going forward, so I could be an excellent candidate for whatever field I wanted to pursue. I felt like the broad exposure kind of left many doors open, and as someone who doesn't really know what they want to do down the line, it keeps a lot of different opportunities available, and I feel like I'm going to get an excellent education during my time here at VCU.
I've gotten to scrub in an open abdominal aorta before. Our trauma bay is pretty busy. I know we've had a pretty open thoracotomies. I think you've gotten to do a couple.
Yeah, in the trauma bay we have a lot of opportunity to assist with chest tubes, central lines, arterial lines, assisted with a few thoracotomies as well, so lots of exciting stuff.
My favorite part about residency at VCU is how much support I've gotten from the senior residents and how close the co-interns are as a class.
I chose VCU for my residency because the flexibility in its curriculum, the unique clinical experiences, and the ability to not get lost with such a small, close-knit program.
What I love about VCU surgery are the people. I love the residents, the attendings, our PAs and NPs are great to work with. We really have the best crew here.
From nursing to APPs to OR techs, everyone is extremely supportive of us. They help us in any way possible and are extremely patient with us, especially as an intern learning my way.
I originally grew up in downtown Chicago, so it's a little bit different here. But some of the things I really like about Richmond are the ease of getting around. The food culture is awesome here. There's always new restaurants, and something that I've personally been able to really take advantage of is the easy access to the outdoors here. It's about 25 miles of mountain biking and hiking within 5 minutes of the hospital. A lot of people like to go rock climbing. There's rock climbing gyms as well as outdoor rock climbing right down by the river. And then the river is just an awesome place to go and hang out when you have some free time.
What I love about VCU is my co-intern class. Everybody's on a different specialty rotating through, but we still see each other in the hospital and get the ability to interact with each other every day.
One thing that I really love about this program is the attendings. I find that all of our attendings on various different services are very approachable and easy to talk to. I've never been worried or scared to talk to an attending if I had a problem with a patient.
Residency program here at VCU, one thing that really drew me to the program was just how responsive everybody is to resident feedback and change. I went to medical school here, so I already had a pretty good idea of just how much the attendings actually cared about our education and making sure of giving us the best experience possible. But they truly are receptive. We've worked on having scheduling changes in the last year, as well as our program director, Dr. Anand, is always there to advocate for us whenever there's anything that we don't like on a certain rotation, or if we have any concerns or ideas for how things could be better run. Dr. Anand is always just a phone call away.
As an intern, you get a broad experience of clinical experiences, rotating through different surgical specialties such as cardiothoracic, vascular, general surgery. You really get to see all the different specialties that encompass surgery in general. As an intern, I've had a lot of exposure to the operating room. I've been able to get into many cases, and it's only been a couple months starting off, but I've had a lot of exposure to the OR, and working a lot with attendings and senior residents at outpatient facilities.
Here at VCU, the residents and attendings get along really well. I have all of their cell phone numbers and I feel comfortable calling them if I have a clinical issue, if I need advice as a mentor, or anything in between. The residents also get along very nicely. We regularly get together for some activities outside of the hospital and have a really nice collegial relationship.
A great thing about Richmond is the availability of housing within the city. Our residents live in a variety of areas, from both downtown to further out in the suburbs. There are a number of apartments that are available and highly affordable within walking distance of the city, or a number of our residents have also bought houses out in the community.
Outside of residency, I love trying new restaurants in Richmond, traveling to the Shenandoah Mountains for hiking, and going to the beach.
Come to Richmond.
Come to Richmond.
Come to Richmond.
Come to Richmond and give VCU a serious look.